describing your own sort of music is it's hard. It's like trying to describe yourself. You know, it's kind of difficult, but I think definitely there's a lot of that influence of the 60s and 70s classic kind of pop.
How would you describe yourself?
I wouldn't try to. That's my point.
Into the freeze, I make my way. Follow a light to the nations in my head.
We grew up together, you know, listening to music, playing music together, and we got together with the other guys, I guess, through the Melbourne music community, and started playing some shows together, and then decided to record an album.
We were touring probably almost a year without our album, without having the actual album released. So yeah, it's difficult. You know, you have to be able to rely on the live show, to try and get fans without having that record for people to go home with.
I went walking in the woods today, found the path, led me astray. I couldn't believe it.
Woods is I wrote it after reading a book by Murakami, actually, a book called Kafka on the Shore. It's not exactly based on the book, but it's sort of inspired by a part of the book where one of the characters wanders into the woods and eventually comes across this other dimension.
On the bank of a river beneath the trees, I stripped down naked and fell to my knees. I washed my sins away.
The video is about, I suppose, transformation. You know, it's like in the video we transform from people into trees, which works nicely with the woods theme, I suppose. But the song is also, I guess, about transformation.
To record the album in our home studio, so that we had the time and the space to create the atmosphere and give the songs the time that they needed without being on the clock of a studio. We ended up building a studio in Husky's backyard in the northern suburbs of Melbourne. So there was sort of like a bungalow in the back, and then which we used as our kind of control room. His lounge room sort of partitioned off where we recorded a lot of the vocals and all the other parts of the record.
You know, I think when we decided to record the album at home, we knew that was going to result in a kind of natural and organic kind of sound. We didn't want a kind of slick studio sound, so yeah, I think we just embraced that, and it worked.
But there are other aspects of the aesthetic of the record that just took on their own form and their own character as we were making it. The aesthetic was born out of experimenting. So there were some things about the aesthetics that we discussed, and some things that just happened by themselves.
Which is great, you know. It's that serendipity in the making of art, I think, that often makes it good.
If you leave now, you might just make it home before the morning light.
Our first experience with taking our music to an American audience is right here at South by, and it's wild. It's places like a jungle on acid.
Yeah. Hey, we're Husky.
You're watching Baeblemusic.